Hello, let's do the Netflix Puzzled Starstruck for May 5th. Happy Cinco de Mayo. This will do the easy and the hard, and the easy is called Cinco de Mayo. All right, so the way to play this game is in each row, each column, and each of these regions, we need to place exactly one star, no more nor less. Also, stars can't touch each other, even diagonally. All right, so how do we want it started? Well, the first row is going to place a star in indigo, meaning the rest of indigo can't be in. And now the second row is going to place a star in brown, meaning the rest of brown can't be in. But also, now that we know there's a star in one of these two are out because they touch one of those two cells. So when you're down to these two cells like this, the two above and two below are eliminated. Now, in addition to that, we can do more because what's left in brown is one of these two, and what's left in orange is in the same two columns. So these two columns need two stars. One will come from brown, one will come from orange, meaning we can't have any more in those columns. And now we have it in one of these two, which eliminates from the column, and from this one that touches both. But also we have gray in these two. I haven't even gotten there yet. Gray and red. So we can eliminate those and the two above and the two below. In general, the the yellow region plus red plus gray, those line up to use up these three columns. And so the rest of those columns can't be a star because that's three stars already in those three columns. So what is next here? Oh, blue has only one star left. So we can place that. One place for a star, I guess I should say. What's kind of our next step here? It's probably obvious. I'm just not scanning it properly. Oh, this row here is only green, here or here. So the rest of green is out. And now this row is only orange. So the rest of orange is out. Now this row is only yellow. So we can place the yellow, which places the green and the gray and the red. And the indigo. And the brown. And this orange. Okay. Interesting one today. Yeah. They've made the easy more interesting, which I enjoy. All right, the hard is called victories. Lots of these L's here. What do we do with that? So what is there like an in here? Is there something obvious to start with? It's not clear to me. Well, these left two columns we can start with. The left two columns are only indigo and gray. So the rest of indigo, oopsie, not that. The rest of indigo and the rest of gray are out because they have to be in these two columns. That means this column's only blue, so we can remove the rest of blue. This column's only yellow, so we can remove the rest of yellow. Now we can't do the same with orange. Okay. It was a nice cascade, though. Trying to see if this staircase does anything, but I'm not seeing it. We have green and red in these right three columns, but I don't think there's anything else forced in there. Did anything happen with rows that might be interesting? Orange is kind of keeping that from being interesting. So, what am I seeing here? I do have this L. I haven't really looked up here, but I'm not seeing what to do. This cell here, let me pull up my pen. This here eliminates all of these greens, placing this green, which eliminates all these reds, placing this red. Like, it's big. So is there, you know what? There might be something just like here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's like 4 of our stars are used up here, and also the vertical is the same. But for the vertical, we know the other one's in this orange. That's not useful. But for the horizontal, we only get one star up here. Like in this box here, we get exactly one star. If If I erase this part here, it'll be clear. So this area up here gets 1 star because there's 4 stars over here for 5 rows. So what does that mean for me? That means I need to put 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so 4 stars down here. Well, hold on. I should be looking at this. So 3 stars. So this top area gets 1 star, and this bottom area gets 3 stars. Now, it might be tough to fit 3 stars here. Yeah, okay. So this why, right? Let's explain it again. We have 4 regions here, taking up 5 rows. They're fully enclosed in those 5 rows. And so we only get 1 star left for this entire area up here. But we have 4 columns here in that area, meaning we need 4 stars in those 4 columns, which meaning in this bottom left area, we need 3 stars. Now, if you look, I can divide this into 3 2x2 areas because this area here is all X'd out. So this area needs a star, this area needs a star, and this area needs a star. Guaranteed. So there's definitely a star in this L shape here. This L shape has 1 star in it, exactly 1 star in it. And we know what that eliminates. That eliminates this one and this one because it would eliminate all those. And now this area is also this same L shape, which eliminates from this one. And now this area is an L shape, but it doesn't seem to help. But what we've done here is by eliminating, hold on, was indigo always just these? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we don't know if one goes in indigo. Never mind. It's like, was indigo always one of these two? But no, there's a bunch of indigo up here. So do these eliminations help? This one, and this one. Maybe there's more to this. So I'm going to erase this here. So I've kind of drawn some additional regions here. We have this square, we have this one, and this one. And by the way, I guess the thing that I didn't explain is that within a 2x2 square, you can have up to 1 star. Like as soon as you put a star somewhere, the rest are out because they touch. And so I managed to fill this entire area with only 3 squares, 2x2 squares. And so there had to be exactly 1 star in each of those squares, in case that was unclear. Now, is there more related to the fact that these actually share colors in certain ways? Yeah, so we can eliminate this entire column here. Oh, that's crazy. So imagine there was a star here. Remember, there's 1 in one of these 3. Well, that eliminates all of our indigo, right? All the rest of the indigo's gone. So that's easy. That definitely eliminates that. And then the other options are here and here, which will eliminate from the column. So we can eliminate all of these, and that means in this left column, it's got to be gray, meaning that gray is not in. So now we're down to just these 2. And this cell here touches this one and shares a column with that one. So that can't be in. Now we're down to these 2, and this one touches that one and shares a column with that one. So that's also out. In fact, that was out anyway. No, it wasn't out anyway from these 3. This had to get eliminated. So now it's one of these 2. There's got to be more here. Yeah, this one's eliminated because it shares a row with this and touches that one. Okay, so now we're down to these 2, which I don't think there's another elimination. Well, I believe I've limited indigo to this column, but that doesn't seem to help. Is there more to this? This has been interesting, definitely. So I'm wondering about like, what are our actual options here? If we put a star here, that seems really powerful because it eliminates these 2, which places this star, and that doesn't work. Oh, Yeah, so I guess, is there an easier way to see this? So I guess one way to analyze that is we're gonna have a star in one of these two. Right. We can split this up in a different way, I guess is what I'm saying. So if we clear this, I want to clear it. I'm just gonna erase this part of it. So I can split this up in that I'm gonna need a star in this row, and I'm gonna need a star in this row because I can only put one star in one of these two. So these two rows only contribute one star. We need to contribute three in total. So this row and this row need to contribute a star. And so no matter where the star is, what was I saying? Right. I mean, this is just a two cell region. And since that's a two cell region, it eliminates this one. And that places this star, which then, oh, this row can only be this dark orange. So the rest of these are out. In fact, I knew it was this row and this row, so that eliminated those. Oh, and that's eliminated. So that places this for the row and this for that row. Okay. And if we hit clear, we can see that this is our last star in that area I had marked out. Cool. That was really fun. All right. Now red is in one of these two. So this touches both of these, which this also shares a column with. So we can eliminate those. These touch this one and this one. It's like it's either these two or that one, which share these. We're still not done. This column is down to these three. You might recognize a three cell region. Would eliminate, oops, would eliminate this one. I don't know if we're still supposed to be whittling or if there's just like an obvious deduction here, but this was one of these three. This was one of these three. Is there something going on with rows or columns that I'm not noticing? It feels done, but it's not done. Okay. We're always going to have either this one or this one in. It doesn't do a whole lot, just eliminates that guy. But the reason is this square, right? So I can only put one. I can only put one in this square. And so I can't finish both red and green just within this square. So red and green need to finish there. That's the only two outside that square. And so as a result, we eliminate this one. Now, is there more to it being here or here? I'm not sure. I mean, kinda. I think this one's, no, this one's out. This one's out. I mean, there's got to be something better, right? But so if this is a star, we eliminate these three, which means we're in one of these two, which eliminates this one. Oops, I don't want to do a circle there. Eliminates this one and this one. Now, the only other option is we're here, which still eliminates that one, right? I don't think it touches that one. I'm not sure. It actually does, because now this one's out and this one's out, placing a star here, which X's that one too. So, as a result, we know this one's out and this one's out. Now brown's down to these two. They both touch this one. They're all connected. Oh, this column needs to place an orange now, right? So we're in the, those can only be eliminated. Now this row places red, which places green, which places brown and orange and dark orange. Wow, okay. Oh, that didn't feel like 11:30. That was fun. I really liked the analysis over here, and then it still didn't give up. There was still some stuff we had to do up here. So yeah, that was a pretty difficult one, but I feel like my solve path was quite nice. Maybe I missed something that was obvious, but I'm kind of glad, if that's the case, I'm kind of glad I did miss it because I got to do some really cool stuff. All right, well, how'd you do?